Hi everybody, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. We're out at Smith Mountain Lake today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Hopefully I haven't lied to you and keep telling you we're going to do a better beer. And this one don't let me down because I've not had anything from these guys. They're not available here in Virginia, even though they're made in Greensboro, North Carolina. I just happened to go to Total Wine on the last beer run down there because I want to check them out. We don't have any around here. The closest one's in Richmond, which is 3 hours away. And Greensboro is only 2 hours away, so I had to go to another state just to get some beer that's not available up here in Virginia. So this is from Natty Brewing Company, and they're in Greensboro. I have not been to their brew pub or anything down there before, so I decided to pick up some of the beers and see what they got going on, guys. It's got a very nice label on it, very nice cap. 6.4% ABV on this one. This is called Elm Street IPA, India Pale Ale. And this is brewed in the English style, not in the American style. So the hops are not going to be super hoppy and real hop forward. I think they use these Kent Golding hops on this beer. And I thought I read that somewhere. Smooth, easy drinking English style India Pale Ale, crisp on the palate with a subtle aroma of East Kent Golding hops. So yes, and that's a fairly mild hop. It doesn't have a big. It's not like you're going to put Simcoe or Cascade or something in there. It's really going to have a super big hop aroma. This is a 5. Well, it says 5.80 here, but this says 6.4 on the bottle. 6.4%, so they've upped it a little bit here since this was done. And the label they've shown here is a different label, so they've evidently changed the recipe and kicked it up a notch or two. I hope so. Well, let's see what we get here. Let's see what the other one. Both of them have different labels, Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, than what's on the bottle. So I don't know if they change labels every year or every so often, but the ABV is not right there, and it's not right there. So I'm thinking this may be a new batch or a different recipe here, guys. So we're going to find out. Let's look on down. The food pairing for this cuisine is cured in Indian. Cheeses are your Nutty, Asiago, Colby, Parmesan, Sharp, and Blue. I don't know why those changed from the English style to the American style for an IPA, but they're different. That's not your typical IPA food pairings and cheeses. The glassware, pint, becker, stein, tumbler, the mug, side down. I've got the pint glass again today, guys. So I don't think we need to talk about anything else other than not recommended for extended cellaring being an IPA. The hops will fade. So, into the glass. Very big head. Almost pours like a lager. And this is a 20-ounce glass. And this is a 12-ounce bottle. Very foamy, creamy. It doesn't look like a typical IPA. It's very much lighter too. It is almost to the lager color. It's a very light, not macro lager color, but it is a very light yellow. With that aggressive pour, we got a 2-finger of head on that glass. It is kind of a. It is got a little bit of a chill haze on it. I don't think it's I'm pretty sure it's a filtered beer. I don't think it's an unfiltered beer. It's not that cloudy. It looks like it in the glass there, but it's not. Very strange color. A lot of bubbles streaming up. Let's get a nose on it. Yes. Citrusy, floral. And maybe lighter fruit, mango and Maybe some pineapple in there. Definitely into the English style, not super hop forward like a West Coast style or the American IPA is. Very subdued. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Very fruity and floral and citrusy on the lighter fruit. Very easy drinking. I don't know what the IBUs are on this beer. It does not say here at all. If I was guessing, I would say between 55 and 65. Not super bitter at all. Fairly balanced. Kind of tasty. You just got to remember, it's done in the English style and not the American style. So if you're expecting Bell's Hop Slam or something that super hoppy, it's not going to happen. It's not that type of hops used in producing this beer. So very citrusy. It kind of tastes very light to me on the palate. Very enjoyable. Definitely better than the last 2 days' beers. Alright guys, it's right out of the fridge. I'm going to let the other half taste it, see what she thinks, and I'll come back and do the final chug on this one. For an IPA, it's got a barcode on the back here, and over top of it, it's got stamped 07E106. So they're using some kind of code. So any of you Natty Green fans, the subscribers, enlighten me on what that code means. Because I don't know. It's not a typical code. Unless it was done in 07, I certainly hope not. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Stick around. Okay guys, I'm back. Got just a little left. Maybe just a little bit more. Let me hit it one more time. Very citrusy, I have to give it that. Not getting any alcohol. It's room temperature now. I've been sipping on it probably 35-40 minutes now. For the style, it is what it says it is. It's with the East Kent Goldings hops, it's not going to have that in-your-face hop like the American IPAs are going to have. So, final chug. Decent. Above average beer, but nothing to write home about, especially if you're an American and you're used to the American style. But for the English style, it's decent. Guys, it has a code on the back, and I don't know what the code is. But they could just as easy printed day, month, and year instead of doing some kind of code. So I'm not hip on that. So guys, if it had a legible date on it, I would probably give it a B. But since it doesn't have a legible date, or it's got a code that I have to either go look up or know some kind of Julian code or something like that, I'm going to give it to B-, which is a 5. So if you've had this one, give me some comments back on this one, whether you like it, didn't like it. These guys are like 2 hours down the road, and I've never been to their brew pub or anything, or the brewery, but I consider them local since they're that close to me, even though they're in another state there. Need to make a trip down there and try some of this stuff on draft and get it fresh. And I know it's fresh coming from them right there. So it's decent, like I said. Nothing to write home about. Beer Advocate comes up with 82, which is in their good range, and I'll agree, it's a good beer for the English style IPA. And Rate Beer says 48 overall and 18 in the style. So not impressive numbers. They're not being too kind to these guys right there. So I may be a little over generous giving them the B-. So it may be a C beer, but I want to give the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to go with the B-, guys. If you've had this one, I don't think it's got a big distribution. Unless you're in North Carolina, I don't think you're going to get it. So I may be wrong, but I'm in Virginia, and I've not seen it up here. So that being said, guys, let me know if you've had it. Give me some comments back whether you like it, didn't like it, and then let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See everybody then.